Hi, I'm going to show off this prototype for a simple strategy game I've spent a couple of months working on. The basic idea is that you play as some kind of interdimensional helper who goes from realm to realm, preventing their complete destruction. So I'll just start with the GUI. In the top left, you have humans and minerals, and on the map, you can see that these correlate with cities and mines. We also have a bar, which represents woe. Now this is essentially the panic level of the realm and how worried people are about their current circumstance. We have a turn indicator, and we have a randomly generated realm name. At the bottom, we have the building bar, next turn button, and the redo turn button. This is essentially just a refund if you want to do your turn again. So the threat which the realm faces is a sudden onset of portals which blur the fabric of reality, unleashing countless horrors into the world. To us, they are little red circles. Now we prevent these portals spreading and growing with these buildings. So if I roll over a building, you can see that it will indicate where you can or cannot construct them. So we'll start with a shield. This defends an area, prevents it from being destroyed. So as you see, portals go over and don't destroy it. Next we have barracks. These essentially turn humans into demon food, but they do slow down the growth of the portals. Next we have tame demons. Now I've currently turned off the woe requirement for purchase, but demons would be something people wouldn't be too happy about. But this is essentially another barracks that causes the neighbors some trouble, but does a good job preventing portals from spreading and growing. You do need a few though. Next is a container. This essentially sends volunteers into hell to disable the portal, and it's unlikely they will return. And this is the reason why woe will jump up when you place one. We have a fort. This is like a combination of a barracks and a shield. As the turns go on, it will gradually build a greater wall around itself, while also stopping the growth of portals. Now this is a dimension swapper. Essentially what it does is it will send a city or a mine into like a bubble dimension, separating it from the rest of the world. So as you see, if I progress the turn naturally, it does not provide any resources. However, once it's overtaken by portals in the other dimension, it will return to function normally. You wouldn't want to live in a city that had done this though. Next we have an altar. This is like a last ditch effort to save the rest of the world and doom a small part of it. So you see portals will spawn every turn, however they will spawn near to the altar. So you're essentially summoning demons in order to stop them appearing wherever they wish. And finally, we have the laser. This fires a laser into the core of the nearest portal, completely disabling it. Although this is not currently implemented, this game is not intended to be an endless survival. After a certain number of turns, perhaps 30, the game will run an evaluation phase. So for example, 100 years. Now after this, it would basically be the end of the game, and a player's performance would be evaluated with a screen displaying how well they've done. So in this case, they'd done pretty bad, but they would have kept some people alive. I've kept this brief as this is quite a small and simple prototype, and you may have already spotted some major balancing issues. However, I found it to be quite different to my other projects, and I've definitely gained some good programming experience from it. I hope you found this somewhat interesting. Thanks for watching.